So when we first take a look at the radio itself, you can see that it is absolutely tiny. It is incredibly compact and it is barely bigger than my hand. If you work in a small space or you're wanting a new radio for personal use, then a license-free radio is the one for you. It does come with less range than a licensed radio, although it is much more affordable and it is more suitable for a small spaced environment. I'm going to be talking today about the Hytera BD305LF, which is top in its class. It is digital, analog, and it works amazingly well when you're wanting to have a cost-effective way of communicating. So when we first take a look at the radio itself, you can see that it is absolutely tiny. It is incredibly compact and it is barely bigger than my hand. When it stands, it is only 101 millimeters tall. It is 49 millimeters wide and 26 millimeters in depth. It is incredibly light as it is so small, but it is still very robust. It only weighs 140 grams, which is incredibly light. On the top is the antenna and the power on and off switch with the channel selector switch as well. On the front is the volume controls, so up and down, and that is to control your output of audio when receiving transmissions. On the left hand side is the PTT button and the programmable button. On the right hand side is the accessory connector, which is a 2.5mm jack, and there is also the charging connector as well, which just goes in there like that. On the back is two screws which would hold your belt clip, and as you can see by the one I have here, that's already got a belt clip, and if it does break ever, it is very easy to replace with just unscrewing the screws and then replacing it with a brand new one. The BD305LF does come with a few features. So it comes with 48 channels, which is split into 3 different zones. Channel scanning will scan through all of the channels in use, which will allow you to hear all the transmissions being received into your radio. Vox is also present, which allows you to activate your transmissions by simply talking. You don't have to press down your PTT button. Voice announcement is also available on the BD305LF, which allows you to hear when you have changed a channel. So it works just like this.
4, 3, 1, 2.
And that allows you to hear when you have changed your channel. And this is great for when you're working in the dark and you can't see your channel selector switch. It is also great for the visually impaired. DMR signaling is also present, which means that in digital mode, the best quality audio will be sent and received to your radio. When you do buy your BD305LF, you will get a charging cable with it. And there are 2 ways to charge your radio. And the first one is directly into the radio itself. So you have there a charging port, which would actually just plug in your cable like that, and that is now charging into the wall. The second way is by using a pod charger, which is an optional extra, and this works in the same way with the same cable. The cable will plug into the back, and then that is now on charge just like that. And this can be great if you're wanting to store your radio in a safe place and not have it just lying around. It can also be used to charge a spare battery, which is perfect for when you're going out for a very long time or you're not going to be in a place with a plug socket. There are a few accessories that can be used with your BD305LF, and the first one I'm going to be talking about, or let's say 2, is the ES-02 and the ACS-01. If I open up my accessory connector here, I can plug in my ACS-01 and that will go directly in just like that. And then as you can see, it's got its own mic and PTT button, but it's not connected to anything. So now I can get my ES-02 and plug that directly into there, and now you have a fully functioning earpiece. So you can hear your other transmissions being received through the earbud here, and then you've got a clip that will clip onto either the top of your shirt or somewhere that will keep it secure, and then it goes down, and then you have your PTT button just there, and you've got another clip that could be attached further down your t-shirt or somewhere suitable, and then that is where your mic is as well. And with Vox, that means you can talk and not have to actually press down your PTT button. You can just simply talk and your transmissions will be sent, and then you'll be able to hear any replies through the covert earpiece. The second earpiece that I have here is the EHS-16, which is very similar to the combination of the ES-02 and the ACS-01, although it is just one wire. It's not two connected together. So you have your earpiece that will wrap around your ear there, and then the earbud itself will be inside your eardrum, and then that allows you to hear any transmissions being received. Further down you have the PTT button with the microphone as well. This allows you to obviously send transmissions over without having to use your radio. And then further down you've got your connector, which is the 2.5mm jack, and that will just connect simply into there, just like that. And then that is now connected and fully functioning. As you can see, I have my EHS-16 on, and I'm wearing it at the moment, and it goes around my ear and then inside my ear just like that, and then it comes down. I have my PTT button just there that I can talk into, and then it goes directly into my radio. And then I can either have the actual wire out of the way down the back of my t-shirt, or just through the front or underneath a jacket that you might be wearing, just to keep it out of the way and not have all this dangling around. The BD305LF can be used in most working environments. As long as it stays in range, it can be used in supermarkets, schools, nurseries, in small warehouses. It can be used pretty much anywhere. For personal use, it can be used for camping trips, it can be used for fishing, mountain biking, pretty much anywhere that you can find use for this radio, it can be used. It is great, and it has a very good range to say that it's license free. If you enjoyed anything in the video today, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, give it a thumbs down and let us know why in the comments section. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon that will notify you of any future videos being released.